I had one of my worst sets ever, actually. Did you know Gary Garfinkel?
Yes.
Okay, he was a good friend.
My biggest fan.
Oh, he was just the best.
He was going to get me a special on Showtime.
Oh, he would have too.
I know he would have.
He loved you.
He sent camera crews out to film me in a fucking taco shop.
Oh, he was the best.
Upstairs of a taco. He was the greatest guy.
He was. And he was at the show I did at the Comedy Store. It was like one of those bringer shows.
Yeah, he's good friends with Paulie too.
Yeah,
he used to come
they were like best friends.
Yeah.
And and he died of a brain tumor, and it was so tragic. And
anybody that tries to help me dies. So I'm just kidding. Sorry, Gary.
This is your pitch.
Sorry, Gary.
When you go in front of investors, you're like, "Here's my
Listen,
deck."
I almost made it, but they all died. They're all dead. The whole place is dead. Fucking kill me now.
I would have made it, but everyone who tried to help me
I'm not
died.
kidding. He's not the only one. Dead. Dead.
He was at the show where I was with this guy. I was like having an affair with him, basically.
Okay.
He brought all of his friends, and I was so nervous, more nervous than
Are you
even
sober at this point? You're
No.
okay.
And I was drinking to take my nerves away.
Right.
And then they kept bumping me because it was like every scene out of every like thing you ever heard about comedy where comics you're getting bumped for huge comedians.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, and now we've got Bobby Lee. And then everybody's in the green
it's
room
just
like
constant.
doing whatever. And I was like, fuck. And I kept getting bumped and bumped and bumped, and then and drinking to try and take the edge off. And I get on stage and I'm like browning out at this point. All I remember is standing on stage and saying I'm cold and afraid. And then like curtains. I don't know what happened after that.
She said curtains. No.
And then apparently I got music, and it was just a train wreck. And I feel like it was Gary who said to me after that set, he said, Bridget, it's not the people who do well and keep going. It's the people who do that and keep going that make it a comedy. He's like, I haven't seen anything like that in quite some time.
I'm glad I stayed. I'm glad
I still think about it, but I mean, it spooked me off for a while. And then I was so heartbroken by that relationship. I was traveling around the world, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to teach English as a second language. I went through a whole 2 years of like, I'm not going to do this. I was bouncing all around.
You could just stop and teach English?
I mean, I didn't have a degree, so I don't know why.
I was like, wow,
there were places.
That's impressive.
There were places you probably could have done it without a degree. It would have been better if I had had a degree. But yeah, you can teach English in other countries. You could take like a course.
You think they'll let me do that?
It's never too late to teach English as a second language.
Yo, you guys, let me tell you something. What you should say. This is how you talk. Then they leave Vietnam and they're like, yo.
Be a good, hilarious comedy. 2 female comedians just give up.
2 idiots, yes.
Try and teach English with their comic language. It's not even real English, whatever we speak.
It's certainly not the King's English. It might be the new King's English.
Oh,
Trump,
God.
but it's not.
I kind of want to write it. No, it's like I'm going to be obsessed with this idea.
That's a good idea. That is funny. I'll do it with you.
You should.
I'll take a year. Go to Vietnam.
Go to Vietnam.
Oh, my God.
So I did that. And then everywhere I went, I was writing bits. It was like, you know, it's a mental illness.
Of course, 100%.
My husband said he hates like the whole world, though. He doesn't hate it. He just is very much like celebrity in general. He's like, ugh, like even when we went to like Jordan, we even saw Jordan Peterson, and then it was like his nightmare. Somebody's like, oh, let's go in the VIP. And he's like, oh, I can't handle the way people are around Jordan Peterson. He's like, the way people are around him is so uncomfortable and creepy. Yeah. So he just gets and he came and saw me when I was opening for Colin Quinn, and my set was like, okay, I know.
Obsessed, Colin.
I'm obsessed with him. And I was like, I don't know, it sucked. And he was like, what? I was like, I bombed. He's like, Bridget, he's a therapist. He's like, this is it's good, but maybe not good.
Okay.
He's like, you realize this is like a cognitive distortion, right? Like, it can't only be I either killed or I bombed. I'm like, hello,
there's
I'm
no
a
middle
comic.
ground. You're looking for middle ground, doesn't exist here.
I'm like, yeah, I'm
Go away,
mentally
little
ill. Like, what do you want to hear from me?
Yes. We're dead or alive. That's it.
Yeah.
We're sick. We're not in there.
He's like, there has to be like something in between. I'm like,
but my kudos to you. Like, you got sober and kept doing stand-up.
Because
anytime somebody's sober, like got sober, like coming from a heart, and I know a lot of them, and I'm like, you're going on stage to get beat up.
Yeah.
Inside and outside sometimes. What are you gonna, like, after I could shoot heroin, like sometimes I could just be like, where's it all? Where's it all? Give it all. Give me Ambien, give me a quart, and I'll just fucking down it.
I get it.
A 40.
I got sober and then 40, a blunt.
Give me all of it.
Yeah. It was and I just kept doing comedy, and for some reason
that's the most impressive to me,
early
to be honest.
in sobriety, I decided to like I was like, oh, I need something disciplined, so I'm gonna take a class. And I was like, my sponsor was like, this is a really bad idea. And I'm not the person here to tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do, because it's just like we don't tell you what to do. We just make suggestions. She was like, this is a really dumb idea. And I cried at every single class. Like, every single class. I was just the girl who was like detoxing, sobbing. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I somehow made it through. I was like, I'm just going to make it through. But I didn't know until I quit drinking that I had stage fright. So I'd been doing comedy for like how long I've been doing comedy for 4 years. And had no idea that I had stage fright until I quit drinking and smoking weed. Like debilitating stage fright.
Yeah, that checks out.
It was bad.
Wow.
I still have to deal with it before every fucking set.
How do you deal with it?
Oh, not always great. Not always great.
I mean, I get jittery, but I don't.
The audience can feel
jittery more. I want to do well.
I can feel it in my face. Like the difference between me being excited and having stage fright, or the difference between me being like fearful and knowing the audience is going to smell that fear because they're animals. And I can feel like something happens in my face and I can feel it. And I always know like, this isn't going to go well.